sharing successes and disappointments, learning from one another. Get a Be Better health plan from Beacon and get simple and affordable medical benefits so you can build a better team. Call 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt for more information.
Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
Reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their financing, giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way. From birth to graduation, your first job to your home, and your card through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and programs, including financial literacy quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso program, junior cooperatives in secondary schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC grants. The credit union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
This is the GBN television news for Wednesday, February 10th, 2021. I'm Chrislyn Lashington. In the headlines, curfew extended despite zero active COVID-19 cases in Grenada. Grenada's first shipment of AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine arrived and ready to be administered free of cost to frontline workers. GUT president says their silence will have a definite effect on its targeted audience. Police lay the law down on placement of stickers on vehicles. Police rule out foul play in the death of Valentine Lewis, aka Machine. Trellona Charles is here with us in studio.
Tonight and around the globe, St. Vincent's Prime Minister receives his first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine, and Guyana's Home Affairs Minister addresses claims that last week's earthquake was caused by oil extraction. Coming up in sports, England beats India to top World Test Championships table, and Guyana Jaguars defeat Barbados Pride in the CG Super 50 Cup.
Sounds interesting. Details right after this message.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Health Minister Nicholas Steele says Grenada continues under curfew despite having no active COVID-19 cases on the island. However, there is a slight adjustment in time said to facilitate farmers. More in this Rena Pear report.
Minister for Health Nicholas Steele, along with Acting Chief Medical Officer Sean Charles, announced on Wednesday that there are currently no active COVID-19 cases on island. This comes after just 2 months of battling a cluster on the island linked to a 5-star resort. Minister Steele says this does not mean that Grenadians should drop their guard.
The curfew now runs from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. instead of 5 a.m. The reason for that change is that a significant number of farmers, fishermen, and persons who exercise in the mornings. I know many would be asking as to why the curfew continues if we have 0 cases, and the facts are simple. We have recognized, as we have seen with other Caribbean islands and worldwide, that at present, the current strains of COVID-19 are extremely unforgiving. That if you allow complete free movement within your country and COVID does get in, that by the time you pick it up, it is too late to control it.
Mass gatherings are still at 20, while weddings and funerals have increased from 20 to 50 persons. The acting chief medical officer says since its outbreak in 2019, Grenada has done more than 20,000 PCR tests.
We have completed a total of 20,819 RT-PCR tests. As I said, we have no one in isolation, and we have 197 persons at various stages in the quarantine process, and these are individuals who have traveled to Grenada, and we will test them once the time has arrived for their test to be done.
Dr. Charles and Minister Steele were speaking at the government's weekly post-cabinet briefing. For GBN News, I am Rina Pear reporting.
Grenada is about to roll out its vaccination plan as the Ministry of Health received its first shipment of AstraZeneca on Wednesday. Health officials say this is to ensure that the Grenadian population is protected from COVID-19. Rina Pierre tells us more.
Frontline workers in Grenada are expected to receive their first dose of vaccination shots, compliments the Ministry of Health, as early as next week. Grenada is expected to receive 2 shipments of AstraZeneca, amounting to 6,000 vaccines. The first shipment arrived on Wednesday at the Maurice Bishop International Airport. Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles outlined the rollout plan for the COVID-19 vaccine.
All right, our frontline staff, healthcare workers, because we must protect them so that they can continue to maintain the system and continue functioning. And we have all our other frontline staff, law enforcement, accommodation, all of these are included. But of course, we have our persons over 65, persons with health conditions that put them at additional risk. Now, based on the number of doses of vaccines that we get, we will continue vaccinating other groups in the population.
The vaccination is free of cost and is not mandatory to the public. Minister for Health Nicholas Steele says he will be among the first to receive the COVID-19 vaccine. He said the next shipment of vaccines is expected in the coming weeks.
This first 1,000, then later on today or tomorrow we have another 5,000 doses, and then in a couple of weeks we will have 40,000 doses. Once we know that all processes are there, then we will see more and more coming in until we get to that critical amount of about 60,000 individuals in Grenada receiving the vaccine. So it's AstraZeneca, manufactured in India. This comes compliments of the Indian government to the OECS and Barbados, and we are most grateful for this initiative and look forward to, from our arrangements, other deliveries coming from them in very short space of time.
According to the World Health Organization, 130 million people around the world have received their vaccination shot so far. Both Minister Steele and Dr. Charles say they are aware of the public concerns on vaccination, but implore them to embrace the vaccine as it not only protects them, but their families. For GBN News, I am Rina Pear reporting.
The nation's teachers are letting their silence speak for them. The Grenada Union of Teachers announces its plans of protest action as public workers urge government to honor its agreement on the 4% salary increase. Details in this report.
President of the Grenada Union of Teachers, Marvin Andal, says teachers are in protest mode as they have already started slow and silent action. The action, which started yesterday, yielded reports of teachers attending classes, administering work, and not uttering a word to students. Andal says this is due to new action taken by teachers as public workers clamor for their 4% salary increase, which was due to them at the end of January 2021.
Grenada Union of Teachers has found it necessary to be engaged in protest action due to the fact that the government has not treated with us properly as it relates to what was agreed to in our collective agreement. And since the 31st of December, we have not been engaged in direct dialogue with the government over this. Unfortunately, a number of pronouncements have been made by various media, and how we treat with the non-payment of the due increase is a matter that we are willing to discuss.
The GUT president says the silence will have a definite effect on the targeted audience as the teaching profession requires communication.
We believe that it will be effective, and we are sending a clear message that we're very serious about the 4% increase that is due and payable to our members. I do not know how teachers might feel tomorrow, because this has an effect on people, on the whole psyche, the whole being. It is making people feel rather unwell, and I cannot say what will happen. Okay. Our major event this week will be held on Friday, in which we would be walking with our placards and letting our placards speak. We'll have a silent walk through the town.
An official from the Ministry of Education was contacted for a response on the recent developments. GBN was informed that the ministry does not wish to speak at this time on the matter, and the situation is currently being assessed. On Friday, February 12th at 3 p.m., GUT will host a silent walk from the National Stadium to Tantine in St. George. On Tuesday, Public Workers Union announced the commencement of another week of protest activities, which features a repeat of last week's activities, including silent picketing and Horn for 4% at 4 p.m. on Friday. For GBN News, Beverly Tellisford.
What appears to be a cool practice may land you a ticket in hand and a charge. Here's what the law says about inserting writings, stickers, and posters on your vehicle.
Did you know that it is an offense according to law for a motorist to affix stickers, letters, or flyers onto the front or rear windscreens of their vehicles? As well, did you know that LED lights pose a danger to other road users that can result in accidents? GBN engaged Sergeant Ryan Smith of the Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force to give the motoring public a clearer understanding of the law in this regard. The officer explained that they have noticed a growing trend where people are writing names and affixing posters over the entire back windscreen, which obscures drivers' view when reversing and also creating what is called blind spots. The officer explained that such violations are ticketable and come with a fine.
Regulation 26(9) and 10 says that there shall not be affixed to the front of a motor vehicle or rear, the front or rear of a motor vehicle, any letters or figures other than those on the identification plate or any lighted lamp other than the headlights and side light, except with the approval in writing of the licensing authority. The offense has a maximum fine of $500. It's also is a ticketable offense of also $75. What we are allowed, we will normally give persons the opportunity to put a sunshade, and a sunshade with a width of 8 inches from the top of the windscreen in a downward motion.
The RGPF has become more stringent to curb what may be considered a dangerous practice,
placing more emphasis on it now because we see that it is getting out of hand in terms of what you actually seen on motor vehicles at this time. Persons are taking up the whole rear windscreen to affix advertisement posters and so on. So we're stepping up on our campaign to ensure that it doesn't get out of hand. One shows up at the inspection center. With those things, we will notify them that it is an offense, and we will request that they take it out before an inspection certificate is issued to them.
The use of light-emitting diode, or LED, has become prevalent in Grenada. Research shows LED lighting products produce lights up to 90% more efficiently than incandescent light bulbs. Though these lights are considered to be environmentally friendly, it is also an offense for drivers to alter the vehicle manufactured lights to LED lights. He speaks to the potential dangers.
It speaks to intensity, color, and functioning of the lamps. Now, intensity, you increase the distance that light can illuminate, the brightness of the light. You're also seeing persons with colored headlights. And what the law says, the rays from those headlights must be uncolored. So you will see persons with blue lights. You will see persons with these white lights, and the white lights are the more dangerous one. Persons would say that it would put you stand up at night, which could result in your vehicle running off the road and so on. The functioning of the lamps, you will see vehicles, headlamps blinking, just like those of us who are familiar with Walker Texas Ranger. You will see those headlights blinking. All right, and those lights are for emergency vehicles.
Officer Smith, however, explained that some are manufactured as such.
The force is not saying that you cannot have those lights or you cannot affix those letters or figures on a motor vehicle, but what he's saying that you must get the approval in writing of the licensing authority, who is the commissioner of police. So one can apply to have such things on the motor vehicle, but we do not want persons to just go and put it on and then expect us to just ignore the offense. Any police officer stop you to query why you have those LED lights or why you have those figures and letters affixed to your vehicle, then you just present the letter and it's okay.
Regulations 23 and subsection 9 and Regulations 23 and subsection 10 speak to unauthorized front and back headlights. The state legislation covers vehicles manufactured with LED lights. Chrislyn John, GBN News.
Sounds like a sticky situation. Still in police conversations, the police have ruled out foul play in the death of Valentine Lewis, also known as Machine, out of Rucane, St. David. Machine was discovered by another resident on Monday at Belle Isle Beach in St. David around 6:30 p.m. St. David police ruled out suspicion of foul play in relation to his death. However, the police report did not indicate his cause of death. This is News at 7. Coming up, meet Grenada's latest centenarian, George Hagley. Stay with us.
Every action we take impacts the lives of others around us. The Grenada Community Partnership Initiative, GCPI, has been working with Grenadian organizations to impact communities directly. Giving back to communities we serve is fundamental to the way we do business. And every year, more lives are touched across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. In education, sports, health, infrastructure, social services, and beyond.
Your hard work, talent, and creativity, plus Flow, equals more ways to chase your dreams. Flow is connecting all of Grenada, from Point Salines to Hillsborough, with the most reliable connection on the island. So now everyone can work, study, and keep moving forward together. Visit discoverflow.co for more information.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here, even when the future seems unclear. Because one thing is certain, you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you. Need tools? Then take advantage today on 20% off on all tools, lights, and sanitary fixtures in LA Purcell Independent Sale. Plus, get 15% off on appliances, furniture, and electronics. LA Purcell is bringing independence to you for 2 weeks from January 29th to February 12th. More reasons to celebrate independence. What are you waiting for? Visit our stores on Granby Street or River Road today. See your favorite LA today. Cash if you have it or credit if you want it. Happy Independence Grenada from LA Purcell.
She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me.
Sunday,
February 14th from 6 p.m.
Get set for another massive Waggity Virtual Bingo,
the Valentine's edition.
This time you can win a whopping $15,000. Tickets are $15 for one or two for $25. Now that's a Valentine special. In Grenada, tickets are available at gotofet.com
or numerous box offices island-wide.
If you're overseas, tickets are only available at gotofet.com. This is a special day,
so you and your Valentine can enjoy all the fun and excitement in the comfort of your home.
Sunday, February 14th,
Valentine's Day.
Play Waggity Virtual Bingo,
the new way to play
bingo.
When I need shelter, warmth, security, I know you'll be there. Something in these moments lets me know you care. Maybe the way you shield me, maybe it's your smiles and the way you tell me it's okay to try. Now I'm invincible. I can pack my sack. I can take the long road, 'cause it's okay to look back if I am scared. I know you're there. Arise, together there's no limit to what we can do. Arise, with no wings, fly. Arise, and we're so high, enjoy the view. Arise, look, no wings, fly.
This is Ariza, your financial freedom, your future.
Now we can stay safe while at the same time reducing our budget to maintain a clean and safe environment at our home, school, office, church, or even on the bus. Fortune Foods has gone a long way to source premium products that are at least 30 to 50% less than other brands. That's right, 30 to 50% cheaper than other brands. We have a multi-purpose 80% strength liquid sanitizer for cleaning surfaces that is also safe on hands, as well as 70 to 75% gel sanitizers available in 1 gallon and smaller sizes. Plus, when you buy in bulk, you save even more. Right now, every dollar counts. Be wise. Sanitize with Fortune Foods' range of sanitizing products.
Distributed by Fortune Foods Company Limited, Tempe, St. George's. Telephone 435-2247.
It leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here, even when the future seems unclear. Because one thing is certain, you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Great news. George Hagley celebrates 100 years of life. Surrounded by his children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and other family members and friends, a celebration was held in his honor at the Kalinago Beach Resort on the weekend. Details in this report.
George Hagley has been added to Grenada's list of centenarians. Mr. Hagley was born on February 7, 1921. He resides at Westerhall, St. David. He fathered 15 children, 10 of whom are still alive. This stalwart says growing up as a young man was not easy for him. However, today, with no health challenges to talk about and faculties intact, he manages to bathe and handle most of his chores without assistance. His secret to longevity he shared with GBN.
Secret is just good behavior. Grow without father, without mother, no education. And I just choose to walk land. And I walk land to mine all my children, just giving, sharing, eating blubber, and this food I use, no chemical food. Live to see me 4 generations.
The world now, he says, is different, far different from his time growing up. He says there was more love and sharing than is practiced now. Mr. Hagley gives this guide to young people.
The only thing I have to say, the best thing, we make mistake in young days. But the best thing we could do now is to turn to the Lord. That's all I could do, have a good respect, get advice from the old people. And, God give you wisdom, knowledge, understanding. You have to use your own understanding to be what you want to be.
He points out the generational gap that now exists between young people and those advanced in age, highlighting the lack of communication.
What I observed, the old time was a loving time. People bless their children, they live better with no cursing and so on. But it's a different time now. They don't move with old people to get the right understanding. In my days, everybody were parents to you. You do anything, anybody could flag you. And you want the old people, you bring water for them, they tell you, God will bless you. But yes, I never heard these words. It's just a different. The younger one don't really take advice from old people.
Above all, he encourages people to trust God always. Chrislyn John, GBN News.
Wise words indeed. Blessings to you, sir. The effects of climate change on our coastal areas have an impact on fisherfolk, farmers, coastal communities, tourism, and the overall economy of Grenada. Minister for Climate Resilience and the Environment, Senator Simon Steele, spoke on GBN's To The Point program Wednesday morning about some of the adaptation and mitigation plans government have to combat the effects of climate change. Trellona Charles has the details.
The 2016 Paris Agreement required countries to make a commitment to reduce their carbon emissions in an effort to combat the issue of global climate change. Since then, many islands within the region have been taking steps to reduce their carbon footprint in the hopes of reducing the effects of climate change. Minister for Climate Resilience and the Environment, Senator Simon Steele, said 2021 is an important year in the climate change environment at the regional and international levels. He said Grenada, through the endeavors of Prime Minister Keith Mitchell, has secured a leadership position in the region in terms of progress in the climate change adaptation and mitigation agenda.
Grenada in particular has historically had a very strong voice, a leadership voice among small island developing states in this arena. Our Prime Minister has been participating in a number of international meetings with other world leaders, again advocating the need for greater ambition so that the world steps up in terms of its action against climate change.
Senator Steele said Grenada is witnessing the effects of climate change with the rising sea levels seen in areas such as Soubise, Marquis, Sautez and the Carenage. He said the island has been successful in securing funding for a variety of projects geared at protecting our coastal areas.
Coming out of these international engagements and the advocacy that Grenada, led by our Prime Minister, promotes, we are already seeing some of the benefits in major projects that that are now being approved here in Grenada. And the flagship program with funding of $125 million from the Green Climate Fund and the German government for building resilience in our water sector.
The government of Grenada, in collaboration with the Green Climate Fund and New York University, are currently finalizing concepts to develop the Carenage into a climate-smart city.
For the Carenage specifically, it's still at the concept stage, but they have various models. They've collected data in terms of the tidal activity within the Carenage, which shows that from 2030 on, we are going to be seeing significant amounts of flooding. So we know the threat there is real.
Other areas being considered to reduce greenhouse gas emissions are traffic congestion and sewage treatment at the south of the island. Trellona Charles, GBN News.
Over the Independence holiday, one small business owner saw it fit to show their patriotism and love to Grenada by stretching a helping hand to needy persons in the town of Grenville. This act of care and love brought smiles to the faces of the homeless and impoverished in the area. Rena Pear has more.
They are tucked away in the nooks and crannies of Grenada, waiting to be told. GBN digs deep, uncovers the untold stories. We are GBN, covering Grenada's untold stories. GBN leads, the others follow.
W. Andrew and Associates is a small business in the parish of St. Andrew that solely deals with the cultivation of sea moss at Telescope Bay. Owner Willan Andrew and his family say that after receiving small blessings in the business despite COVID-19, with the assistance of Healthy Vibes, a non-government organization in the U.S., saw the need to give back to the community. On Independence Day, Andrew, with the help of family, donated over 20 bowls of oil dung and bottles of sea moss to the needy and homeless in the streets of Grenville.
We go out, we do the sea moss as a small business, and we decide now we want to give back something to the community. Understanding a time like this with Fiverr, and we also team up with a company in America, and the name of the company is Healthy Vibes. And so being healthy is a vibes. So we said we're going to come together and do a luncheon like for the homeless, feed them, like telling them that being healthy is a vibe. So we try to do the best we could do. Maybe that wouldn't help as much to try to get them back in the right state of mind. But at least they're knowing that there are people.
Andrew says that this is the first of many similar initiatives to come, as he hopes to do this 3 times a year. He told GBN he believes that these groups of people are often scorned, especially now amid COVID-19. Hence the reason he chose to help them.
But through the COVID, and everybody like the distance, people tend to distance people more than before, right? Because normally in Grenada, as I know, people stay away from the homeless. They don't really want to have anything much to do with them. And now through the COVID, even worse, because you may hardly find the homeless person wearing a mask. They're not sanitizing because they say, look at they're dirty, all those things. So people intend to stay away from them a little more. But I still think that
leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future. and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here, even when the future seems unclear. Because one thing is certain, you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Great news. George Hagley celebrates 100 years of life, surrounded by his children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. Over the Independence holiday, one small business owner saw it fit to show their patriotism and love to Grenada by stretching a helping hand to needy persons in the town of Grenville. This act of care and love brought smiles to the faces of the homeless and impoverished in the area. Rena Pear has more.
They are tucked away in the nooks and crannies of Grenada, waiting to be told. GBN digs deep, uncovers the untold stories. We are GBN, covering Grenada's untold stories. GBN leads, the others follow.
W. Andrew and Associates is a small business in the parish of St. Andrew that solely deals with the cultivation of sea moss at Telescope Bay. Owner Willan Andrew and his family say that after receiving small blessings in the business despite COVID-19, with the assistance of Healthy Vibes, a non-government organization in the U.S., saw the need to give back to the community. On Independence Day, Andrew, with the help of family, donated over 20 bowls of oil dung and bottles of sea moss to the needy and homeless in the streets of Grenville.
We go out, we do the sea moss as a small business, and we decide now we want to give back something to the community. Understand, in a time like this, with Fiverr, and we also team up with a company in America, and the name of the company is Healthy Vibes. You know, so being healthy is a vibes. So we said we're going to come together and do a luncheon like for the homeless, feed them, like telling them that being healthy is a vibe. So we try to do the best we could do. Maybe that wouldn't help as much to try to get them back in the right state of mind. But at least they knowing that there are people.
Andrew says that this is the first of many similar initiatives to come, as he hopes to do this 3 times a year. He told GBN he believes that these groups of people are often scorned, especially now amid COVID-19. Hence the reason he chose to help them.
But through the COVID, you know, and everybody like the distance, people tend to distance people more than before, right? Because normally in Grenada, as I know, people stay away from the homeless. They don't really want to have anything much to do with them. And now through the COVID, even worse, because you know you may hardly find the homeless person wearing a mask. You know, they're not sanitizing because they say look at they're dirty, all the things. So people intend to stay away from them a little more. But I still think that they need us. You know, they need people to be there for them. So I look at it like that. So, you know, we're trying to be there for them.
The business owner encourages everyone to give back to people in need when they can. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear reporting.
Now we turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Trellona Charles has been looking around the platforms.
This is Social Buzz, where we shine a light on the thoughts and concerns of our online audience. Sunday morning, an ambulance en route to the General Hospital with a patient was stopped at a roadblock by police officers. Video was captured at the scene by the ambulance driver. Officer in charge of administration and operation at the traffic department, Rondell Batiste, had this to say.
What we are seeing in the video is total contrast to the information I have before me examine those reports from the different officers. Definitely get clarity. There will definitely be a closure to that investigation. And from where I sit, I am happy with what I see from the reports from our end.
As always, our online audience were quick to share their opinions on the situation. Christine commented, an ambulance is used for emergencies and should never be stopped or delayed for no one. This is disrespectful. It could have been our father, mother, or some other relative. The officers need to learn the role of the ambulance. I really don't get their action. Ivy added, what if the patient died on the way? Who will be responsible? Pure nonsense. While I support law and order and the RGPF, I don't know how to digest this one. Simone asked, aren't they both, police and ambulance, emergency services? Normally, aren't we supposed to give way to emergency vehicles? Are the police the only ones exempted from that rule? Even if there are roadblocks, it's an emergency vehicle, for crying out loud. So I just don't get it. I never see that yet. Emergency services fighting against themselves. I would love to hear the explanation for this after the investigation. Janelle commented, I believe all emergency vehicles should be allowed to pass through roadblocks unless there is danger ahead. Now my questions are, was an ambulance reported stolen? Is there a fake ambulance being driven around Grenada that they're trying to locate? If the answer to those questions is no, then why in God's name would you stop and delay an ambulance? And Todd commented, so basically the police is saying that what happened is not what happened, but they can't say what happened because the matter is under investigation. Wow. That's it for tonight's Social Buzz. If you would like to have your thoughts and concerns shared, be sure to comment on GBN's Facebook page.
From the thought process to the visual impact, it's time to take a peek through the GBN EyeSaw lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN EyeSaw is brought to you by Clear Vision.
You know us, but we knew. You feel at home with every visit. An experienced team offering personalized courtier service and trendy brand name lifestyle products. We're changing the vision care landscape one customer at a time. Clear Vision Eye Center. People and technology coming together to help you see the world with a clearer vision.
In tonight's EyeSaw, we feature Minister for Health Nicholas Steele next to a plane at Merce Bishop International Airport after collecting the first batch of COVID-19 vaccines flown in on Wednesday. The vaccines came from India and will be distributed within the next week. Frontline workers are expected to be among the first to get vaccinated. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Still ahead, a police officer celebrates 30 years of service. This is News at 7.
As a sales agent, I do my best and I'm pretty good at my job. As a son, I show mad love for my mom. I'm the cool uncle. There's a babysitter whenever my sister needs me. I'm in love and I make my boyfriend very happy. But because of the law, none of that matters if I'm gay.
Speak out against the discrimination of Grenadians based on sexual orientation. Support the repeal of Section 431. A message from ECADE. For more information, visit www.ecequality.org.
Will you see all of me?
Imagine your day without having to wait in line, without having to write at every store, without touching the pen everyone else used, having your info exposed to everyone. Sounds great, huh? Well, it's possible. Here is Teta. With Teta, you download once, register once, and just scan to check in everywhere. No hassle, no forms, no hold up. Simple and easy. Teta lets you explore, discover new places, new products, and new experiences. What are you waiting for? Get Teta for free from your app store today and enjoy contactless convenience.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
What are you looking for? Top quality copy paper, linen paper, bond paper maybe, or lunch bags, maybe a gift set, or maybe you're just not sure. Then visit us today. K&R Bookstore. We are so much more than your regular bookstore. Visit us at the corner of Scotch and Young Street, or give us a call 420-5307 or 321-3500. K&R Bookstore. Convenience, quality, excellent prices.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff there to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load with tropical shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with Tropical. Can't wait. No package too big, too small. I cannot wait to ship with Tropical. No package too big, too small. Just ship with Tropical.
Local agents, George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. A telephone number 440-8787 or visit our website at www.tropical.com. Email us at grenadasales@tropical.com. Tropical Shipping, committed to island life.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Your hard work, talent, and creativity, plus Flow, equals more ways to chase your dreams. Flow is connecting all of Grenada, from Point Salines to Hillsborough, with the most reliable connection on the island. So now everyone can work, study, and keep moving forward together. Visit discoverflow.co for more information.
NDC caretaker for Carriacou and Petit Martinique, Tevin Andrews, is appealing for better conditions for the people of Petit Martinique. Andrews is calling for betterment across the sister isle, citing a lack of basic materials on the island. More in this report.
The NDC caretaker for the sister isles of Carriacou and Petit Martinique is taking the government to task on behalf of the people of Petit Martinique. Tevin Andrews believes the smallest of the 3 islands is in dire need of better living conditions. Some parts of the island, he claims, are in deplorable states. He believes governance is necessary on the island, which is lacking many crucial commodities, including a round the island road and a fire truck.
It is sad that the people of Petit Martinique, the roads the road condition, they don't have an island road to begin with. Because Petit Martinique does not have an island road, one, and then the condition of the main road is a disaster. The jetty that the people of Petit Martinique have to use to get to Carriacou is also a it's a travesty. It's a disaster waiting to happen. It's a time bomb waiting to happen. It's unfair. So they have to use they're using a private jetty. The private jetty almost to collapse, and the government jetty, the boat scanned off there because there's some damage that is done to it. Look, the people at Petit Martinique can even have a fire truck in case of an emergency, a fire breakout. Not even a fire truck. They took the fire truck from Petit Martinique many years ago, and up to this day, they have not replaced it.
Andrews says the single police car the island once had was returned to the mainland from the police station, leaving officers operating on foot. While Petit Martinique is a small island, he sees this as a disadvantage, which can lead to the ineffective carrying out of duties by the police officers.
But apart from no fire truck blossom, girl, they come to Petit Martinique and take the police car, the only police car in Petit Martinique, and go in Grenada. Up to now, they bring back the police car. So whenever there is an emergency, you must see those police how they're running. They go and see how they have to deal with the situation. Not even a motorbike. I don't know how. I'm sorry for what is happening in Petit Martinique.
Andrews was a guest on GBN's To The Point program on Tuesday, where he voiced several concerns over issues he deemed worthy of attention in Carriacou and Petit Martinique. For GBN News, Beverly Tellisford.
3 decades of service within the Royal Grenada Police Force, Superintendent Randy Connaught for the first time led the annual Independence Parade. GBN highlights the performance of Superintendent Randy Connaught on Independence Day.
The commander of the Independence Parade 2021 is none other than Superintendent of Police Randy Connaught. Superintendent Connaught is on his 30th year of service to Grenada, having joined the RGPF in 1991. He has undergone a significant amount of training while serving. Those include staff and command, executive leadership, media communication, crisis management, law enforcement management, and law enforcement management advanced.
Parade to mark Grenada's 47th anniversary of independence was carried virtually from the National Stadium in an attempt to avoid mass gathering in accordance with the COVID-19 protocols. Stay with us. The weather and sports up next.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Do you know what time it is? You guessed right, it's detox time again. At Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center and Natural Health Store. Purchase our 7-day cleansing pack for only $500. Includes everything you need for a complete total body cleanse. Cleanse your blood, kidney, liver, and colon. This cleanse will help you lighten up and get rid of the excess. Also available are our special product detox combo pack for only $100. Try our single detox products starting from $40. Check us out now. Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area, or call us on 231-6642, 449-7753, or 418-7115. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. Detox, your way to health.
Valley Pharmacy offers both wholesale and retail pharmaceutical and over-the-counter products. We have the most competitive and affordable prices. We are the agents for Vit Plus multivitamin for healthy everyday lifestyle and Synatogen powder. Hills and Valley Pharmacy supplies the best quality, name brand clinical products such as Rescue Oil, Bio Oil, Neutrogena, Aveeno, and Clarisil. We offer the most convenient opening hours. Our telephone numbers are 435-6904 or 6903. Remember, at Hills and Valley Pharmacy, your health is our business. We care.
Now open, Hilton Valley Medicare Center, your one-stop for medical supplies, massage therapy, physiotherapy, and an in-house physician. At Hilton Valley, your health is our business.
Keeping an eye on the weather. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
Let's look at tonight's minimum temperature, 23.5 degrees Celsius, still a little cool. And it's going to be partly cloudy and windy with light to moderate showers. Also tonight, winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate, waves up to 7 feet in open water. A small craft advisory is in effect. Tides are low at 9:15 p.m. and high at 3:30 a.m. Just half an hour before the curfew ends, right? Looking ahead, Thursday, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy and windy with a medium chance of some light daytime showers, increasing in cloudiness overnight with light to moderate showers. On Friday, we're looking at partly cloudy to cloudy and windy with light to moderate showers, becoming more frequent by late afternoon. All this wind, it justifies the kites in the sky. And on Saturday, mostly cloudy and windy with light occasional daytime showers, improving by late afternoon. That's it for the weather forecast right here on GBN News.
Good evening, sporting fans. I'm Trellona Charles. England beats India by 227 runs and now tops the World Test Championship table, and the Guyana Jaguars defeat Barbados by 56 runs. This and more with TV6's James Saunders.
Well, the dream is still alive. However, the West Indies players, well, they're vowing not to become complacent ahead of the second test against Bangladesh in Dhaka. So says Jamaican batsman Nkrumah Bonner, who played a match-winning hand in the opening game in Chittagong. The 32-year-old says it's a dream come true to wear the maroon cap in the longest format of the game.
After winning the first test against Bangladesh in Chittagong on Sunday, the West Indies need just a draw in the second match in Dhaka to claim a series win on overseas soil after a long time. Batsman Nkrumah Bonner, who scored a match-winning 86 in the first test, is not taking the hosts for granted despite the fact that they are without the injured Shakib Al Hassan.
Obviously, it's been a while. We haven't won away from the Caribbean, and obviously we're trying our best to make this one possible.
Being able to contribute to the team's success in the opening test, and that too on debut, has brought a lot of joy to Bonner, who says it's a dream come true. The last time the Windies played in Bangladesh, they lost both test matches in 3 days. Vinod Narwani, TV6 Sport.
All right, let's bring it back in the region where the Guyana Jaguars defeated Barbados Pride by 56 runs on the Duckworth-Lewis method last evening. Well, the Jaguars made 235 all out in 42 overs, with 80 from Shimron Hetmeyer and 58 not out from Romario Shepherd. In reply, Barbados were 91 for 5 in the 30th over when rain ended play. According to Duckworth-Lewis, Barbados needed to be on 148 to achieve victory. We head to Antigua for the action.
It's all the way through the first one.
Guyana opted to bat first against Barbados and lost Assad further than cheaply to Ashley Nurse. Chandrapal Hemraj made a useful 35 before he too went. Wicket for captain Jason Holder. It became 63 for 3 with Guyana skipper Leon Johnson falling for 4. Second wicket for Nurse. Nurse finished with 3 scalps. Guyana were in trouble at 71 for 4. Half the side was gone with 88 runs on the board.
Another catch, another good catch.
But Shimron Hetmyer was there to rescue the Jaguars on the day.
Once again from Shimron Hetmyer, 1 bounce.
He made a top score of 80 of 53 balls with 8 fours and 4 sixes.
And when Hetmyer is in this type of mood,
Romario Shepherd also played an important part with 58 not out.
Good shots.
Jason Holder finished with 3 wickets and Shamar Holder 2 as Guyana made 235 all out in 41.4 overs. When Barbados replied, they got an opening stand of 21 runs.
Stroked away through the offside. Wonderful shot.
Justin Graves was the first to go for 8, giving Kevin Sinclair the scalp.
The big shot, but finds the fielder in the deep.
Shamar Brooks made a circumspect 21 of 33 balls before being bowled by Niall Smith.
What a delivery from Niall Smith.
Zachary McCaskey was LBW to Shepherd for a top score of 25 in this game, which had a couple rain interruptions. Roston Chase failed with the bat, getting just 9 before giving Sinclair his second wicket. Captain Holder was caught and bowled by Gudakesh Moti Kanhai for 1. With the score 91 for 5 in the 30th over, the game had to come to an end due to rain. As such, Guyana won by 56 runs on the DL method. Vinod Narawani, TV6 Sport.
Tonight we take a probe around the globe to see what's happening. Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, and his wife, Eloise Gonsalves, both got their first dose of Sputnik V, the Russian COVID-19 vaccine. St. Vincent and the Grenadines received 20 doses of the Russian COVID-19 vaccine. More in this report.
Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves and his wife Eloise Gonsalves were among 10 persons who today took the first dose of the Russian Sputnik 5 vaccine at the Levi Latham Medical Complex in Mesopotamia. Mrs. Gonsalves was first to receive her dose of the vaccine with her husband, Prime Minister Gonsalves, by her side. Speaking to the media after he received his shot, PM Gonsalves noted the simple process in getting vaccinated, which included checking of vitals in a separate room before proceeding to the vaccination room. The vaccine was administered by nurse Arlene James.
You must feel relaxed about taking the vaccine. It's science thus far in the fight against COVID has been good. The time when we have gotten the vaccine is a short period of time. So human ingenuity has been very good and science has been very helpful. Human solidarity not so good. The science has been good. We need to look out for one another.
Guyana's Home Affairs Minister is rubbishing claims that the earthquake that struck Region 9 last week resulted from oil extraction activities. Certain parts of Guyana and Brazil were hit by a 5.7 earthquake that had villages scared and wondering what was happening. Amel Griffith reports.
Some 8 days after South Rupununi, Region 9, Upper Takatu Essequibo, and parts of Brazil were hit by a 5.7 magnitude earthquake, fearful for their lives, residents are contemplating migration. During a visit to the region over the weekend, Minister of Home Affairs Robeson Ben, a geologist by profession, in an attempt to quell the concerns of residents, urged them not to relocate.
It is not necessary to move out, to move your house, to start all over again with respect to this issue.
As I said, it was a relatively medium event. It is quite rare, and after things settle down after a few weeks, because the aftershocks have not been as great as the first big shock. The aftershocks are smaller and smaller and smaller, so the energy which came about as a result of the event is dissipating.
The Civil Defense Commission CDC and a technical team were on a fact-finding inspection on the ground to gather information to prepare for the possibility of a recurrence. Minister Ben assured the residents that there would be seismic and audio monitoring, as well as gravity and monatomic assessments of the area. He was firm in his stance that the event was not caused by the oil extraction activities.
Respectable physicists, I think, who were saying that somehow it was related to subsidence as a result of the extraction of oil and gas offshore. That is completely impossible. If that were the case, we would have lost the seawalls, the city of Georgetown, and everything would have been in the ocean already. Not to happen all the way out here, some 550 miles.
In the same breath, he dismissed rumors that there was any volcanic activity in the region. Simply put, an earthquake is an intense shaking of the Earth's surface. The shaking is caused by the movements in the Earth's outermost layer. Region 9 was the hardest hit as it shares the border with Brazil. Aftershocks was felt all the way in Region 4 on Sunday last. For the HGB Nightly News, I'm Mel Griffith.
That's it for our probe around the globe. Stay with us for a reminder of tonight's top stories.
A recap of this evening's headlines. Curfew extended despite 0 active COVID-19 cases in Grenada. Grenada's first shipment of AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine arrived and ready to be administered free of cost to frontline workers. GUT president says their silence will have a deafening effect on its targeted audience. Police laid down the law on placement of stickers on vehicles. Police rule out foul play in the death of Valentine Lewis, aka Machine. In around the globe, St. Vincent Prime Minister and his wife take Russian COVID-19 vaccine, while in Guyana, Home Affairs Minister addresses claims that last week's earthquake was caused by oil extraction. In sports, England beats India to top World Test Championships, and Guyana Jaguars defeats Barbados Pride in the CG Super 50 Cup. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on our GBN television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Chrislyn Lashington. That's the news. We'll see you again. Good night.